Hello, my name is Thomas Morrill. This is my dungeon generation mechanic that I made for my game, Decks and Dungeons, which is a first-person game all about deck building, fighting enemies, and going deeper into the dungeon. Since the last time, I've added quite a bit to this dungeon generation, making it more efficient, and also adding a little bit more customization from the player's perspective. For this customization, the player can now adjust the max amount of rooms in the dungeon to their liking, as well as the max amount of enemies and max amount of loot. If the enemies and loot is beyond what the rooms can actually generate, then it'll just generate the max amount for that many rooms. Going off of this, you can input a dungeon seed, which you can put any number in, and it will generate a random dungeon based on that seed. So then if you were to put in the same seed again, you get the same dungeons for each layer. So let's go ahead. I'll just do one without enemies and without loot for now, and we'll generate it. Let's start with a 10-room dungeon. With 10 rooms, it's almost instantaneous how fast it loads. And now when the player loads in, unlike before, these rooms now are populated with props and assets to match the theme. And let's continue. In each dungeon, there will be one shop room and one boss room, no matter what. We will go ahead and try and find those. Shouldn't be too hard given that there's only 10 rooms in this dungeon. There's the boss room down there. You can see the final boss in there. The final boss will generate no matter what, so even if you set the amount of enemies to 0, the boss will still generate. And then here's the shop room. The shop room will generate randomly in each dungeon. It can offer a variety of things. But each room now has populated with different props and assets to make it look a little bit more real and have a little bit more of a full vibe. For testing's sake, let's go ahead and go back out to main menu and let's generate a dungeon of 300 rooms. This may take a second, so please bear with me. As you can see, we now have a full dungeon with 300 rooms. These rooms will be fully populated with props and assets, and it does not significantly influence performance. There is some minor hitches due to not having LODs for all the props and meshes, but that is something I can do at a later date. There's the boss room, like there's only one of those in the dungeon at a time, and then the shop room will be somewhere else. Alright, thank you for watching.